Hello, welcome back to another one of your back office trainings. Today what we want to go over is talking about a new widget that will be released here in the next few weeks. It's going to be what's called projected commission widget. And what this widget does is on a nightly basis, it updates and tells you exactly how much you are qualified to make. So it's going to show you the actual dollar amount and what you're pulling from each one of the bonuses through the matrix and through the infinity bonus and through the gem pool. So instead of having to wait till the end of the month to see how much you will be making, you can track it throughout the entire month and watch your dollar amount increase and see exactly where you're qualified for. So to do this, let me show you exactly what you do. Here we have, tester NJ12841, just a test rep that we have. So what you'll do if this were you is you would click over on your commissions tab. So you click on commissions, and then you'll see down here if you click on your commissions, so you go to commissions and then click on commissions again over on the left hand side. What you'll see is it'll say January 2013. It'll have qualified dates. If this were February, March, it'd say March of 2013 or whatever year it is. And it would have the qualifying date, which would be the month. It should always show the months from the first of the day, for the first day of the month to the last day of the month. And then one thing that's a little different that you guys probably haven't seen before is this view projection. Very new programming that we just barely came out with. If you click on view projection, what that's going to do is it's going to pull open your January projected commissions. In this case, it's projecting the commissions at the end of the month, so you're kind of seeing the full out commissions. But what this would do is it would put how much you will be making each day as you go throughout the month, so you'll see the amounts increase. So if we look at this, we see that the projection is projecting that in the matrix you will make $3,125. In infinity you'll make $10,125, and in the diamond pool, since this person would be a diamond, they would make $1,463.25, meaning that they made $14,713.25 at the end of January. That'd be a nice check to receive. So let's take a look a little more about how this works out. So now after you see the projection, you can go into the matrix bonus, and it's going to break down what was the volume amounts and what you got paid on. So here was the personal commissionable volume, what pay level it was on. This person was on his first level. The pay on amount was $10,000. Received 5% of $10,000, which gave you $500. And so forth and so forth and so forth. You can see on level 2, this person had 2,500, 2,500, but at 5% gave them 125. So adding these all up together gave them the 3,125. But this is something that you'll be able to track throughout the month. This will be a great feature, a great tool for you to have, so you can see exactly where the money's coming from. If you go down to the infinity bonus, this is a great, because before this, it was hard to see how much you were actually making and where it was coming from. This breaks it down very simply throughout the month, so you can see where it's coming. So if we look here, Rep 12749, and this person's personally sponsored organization, had 10,000 commissionable volume. He was on pay level 1, which meant that he was a revenue sharing partner, which means that this person in particular, this test rep, received 19% off of that 10,000, which means he collected $1,900 off of that person's purchases. And we can see that it does that all the way down, 1,900, 1,900, 1,900, 1,900. Now down here is where we see a little different. It didn't update this bonus rank since this is in testing, but what this will do is this will update and show what this bonus rank or what gem rank this rep was at. In this case, you can see that it was on level 2, which means that you personally sponsored someone, and then they personally sponsored someone, and that's on their second level. So the total that you could collect was 19%. However, this rep was a sapphire, which meant that he collected 14%. So that left you able to collect 5% off of this rep, since that rep had already collected 14%, which gives you $125. And you can see the same thing down here. This rep that was in your organization had made it to the gem rank of a sapphire. You were a diamond, so the leftover percentage between these two gives you 5%, so you're able to collect 250, and so forth and so forth. So all these added together would equal to 10,125 that it's showing that you are projected to make at the end of the month. It also shows, did you qualify for the topaz pool bonus. Well, there's nothing there, no records displayed. Same thing with the ruby, sapphire, emerald. But here we go on the diamond. It shows you how many shares that you took of that gem pool, which in this case it was the only diamond in the gem pool, and so it collected the full percentage of the gem pool. In this case, it was $1,463.25. So that was the added $1,463.25. And so this gives you the opportunity to see exactly how much you make in the matrix bonus and the infinity bonus, and where you're qualified in the gem pool bonus. And once again, like I said, this updates on a nightly process, so you can come in at the first of the month and watch this progress throughout the end of the month to see exactly where you are and be able to track your organization and your percentage that you're collecting each month. It's a great tool, great feature to have. It's going to make your job a lot easier. We're very excited about this and excited for you to be able to use it and be able to reap the benefits from that.